conversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Now this will make it into the end zone. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
At the 31.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The Raider ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malik Collins providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 3rd and 4.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
They pay me. I'll do this
he
for
will
free.
bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jalen Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Raiders 20, Panthers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Every time I see Corey Littleton play, I feel just a little bit older. I called some of his games at the University of Washington, where he began his career there as a safety before moving to linebacker later in his tenure there. Definitely a tackling machine. 8th in the NFL as a member of the Rams last year in tackles. The Raiders signed him, hoping he'll do exactly that. Plus, one of the better special teams players in the league.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And
now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the Raiders.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The tackle made back at his 48.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr going to throw. He'll look downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr, and that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Henry Ruggs.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the 3rd quarter will start. With the touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Express. Mike, 734.
Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do,
turn the ball over, now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And the lead is down to 20.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 41, Panthers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing after the interception. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Christian McCaffrey.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on them.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carl Nassib giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Raiders.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Number 16, Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And a Raider first down. That's the end.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. Express.
On first down, Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle by Brian.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
21.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particular. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Brings up
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check out the free.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Here's Carr to throw. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
7:34.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But it brings up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Panthers.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Corey Littleton in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Brought down at the 23.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa